Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to give you a training on Microsoft Teams. Hopefully this is all easy information for you. You've used Teams or another chat platform in the past, but today I'm going to walk you through how we leverage Microsoft Teams within our Rise Up Academics organization. So let me share my screen and we will jump right in. All right, so by now you should be seeing my screen. I'm just scooching some stuff around so it's a little easier for you. So let's start right at the top. First off, you're going to notice that we have a couple different channels out here. Each of these channels are set up with specific user access. So for example, we have the Rise Up Academics Kentucky team, and then we have an individual channel under there called General. That's just our default, okay? So if I come out to General, anything that I would want to post here that I want everybody in this team to see, they'd be able to see it here, okay? I can also have our stakeholders be given individual access. So stakeholders, you will only see the teams to which you have access to. That's really important. Again, I have a video for you, a secondary video that'll talk a little bit more about your experience. But today I'm really focused here on how to gain access to everything that you need to see. So first off, chats. I can start a chat with anybody that uses Microsoft Teams. This system is set up for each of you to only be able to chat with folks that are in our organization. So as the admin, I can add anybody. As individual users, you can only chat with the people that are here. So for example, I could come out here and chat with Renee. This would show me first off that Renee is offline. Here. So this shows me that Renee is offline. Notice mine shows do not disturb because I'm screen recording right now. You'll see it with a green dot if I am available, a red dot if I am busy. You will see that for all of your colleagues, and as product owners or interns with Rise Up Academics, it is your responsibility to manage your availability using that system. So I can always come up here and I can tell the system that I'm available, busy, be right back, away, etc. Okay. Other things that you'll notice in a chat. Once I start chatting with the person, the entire history is saved here. Any documents that I share with this individual will be here. I can even add additional tabs if there's something else that we are working on together. Okay, we really won't get into this a lot here, but probably the easiest is OneNote. If I wanted to have an individual OneNote just for me and that person, I could create one here, and the system will link that for you. Let's go back to the main chat section, and we'll go to channels. So channels is a little bit different. Here I have files that everybody that has access to this channel could see. As you can see here, none are out here. This is a simple drag and drop concept. So I could, in theory, add files out here and they would be accessible for everybody. I could also add notes. There are additional tabs as well. These would be accessible to everybody on that team. If I wanted to see who is in the team, mind you, I could come out here to manage channel and you would be able to see who is actually in the channel. Right now, it's not completely set up, so you don't see other names, but in theory, you would see all the folks that have access to that specific channel. Other things that you can do with Teams, you can set up calendar invites. This is really important. This is how, as a product owner, you will meet with your team. You would simply come out here to set up a new meeting, and you would fill in the details of your new meeting. Close this out. We'll talk later about etiquette as far as what you're going to do with the meeting, etc. I'll just save it for grins and we'll get rid of it here in a minute. So there's my new Microsoft Teams meeting. We'll talk about meeting etiquette in another call, but right now this is just a quick overview. You can also call individuals on here. I'm going to stress specifically to our stakeholders. If you call any one of the team members, this is the channel I need you to use. They do have cell phones. No, you do not need access to their cell phones. If they're available on Teams and you've messaged them and said, hey, do you have a minute for a quick conversation? You may call them on Teams. If they have not responded or they're not available, do not just call them. This will ring their laptop. They could be right in the middle of a class. Okay. And that's why, interns, it is your responsibility to come up here and appear offline when you are offline. Don't sign out, just appear offline. So this is also, by the way, how I am making sure that you are working when you're supposed to be working, that you are present for the internship. So at 8 a.m. every day, I should see you pop in as available, or I should already have a message saying, hey, I'm sick, had a doctor's appointment, something like that. I should have already known about that in advance. Again, we'll talk about this more in the ethics and compliance training. Okay, but so this system does allow you to do calls. These calls are over your internet connection. So it's important to keep in mind that if your internet connection is strong, the audio video will not be great. So when you're at the school specifically, some of our high schools do not have the best internet connection. Be aware of that. Our OneDrive, this is specific to our interns. If you have access, this will be here. If you do not have access, it will not be here. Okay, so our interns will use the OneDrive to share information. So again, it is available if you're supposed to see it. For our stakeholders, you will actually use the files within the channel. Okay, so you will use files out here. And that's where you will be able to see any information. So again, I will set this up for everybody. You'll have access to all this. But Teams is where you would share files with your client. And if it is an internal only document, that will go out to the OneDrive. We'll talk about that later. But there is a separation there to make sure that our proprietary information stays as such. We'll talk about that more in ethics and compliance. In any case, that is your quick overview of Microsoft Teams. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks again, folks. Have a great day.